My name is Arthur Hale. I'm 75 years old, and I have buried friends, lost money, lost time. But the thing I regret the most is how I spent my life. Not just money life. If you're young, listen carefully, because no one warned me. When I was 25, I believed something very dangerous. I believed I had time. Time to fix my health later. Time to save money later. Time to call my parents later. Time to love my wife better later. But later is the biggest lie youth tells you. At 25, you feel invincible. At 35, you feel busy. At 45, you feel pressure. At 55, you feel tired. At 65, you feel regret. And at 75, you feel the truth. Time was never waiting for me. It was leaving. In 1976, I got my first real job. I worked overtime, double shifts, weekends. I told myself, I'm building my future. But I was destroying my body. Fast food, no sleep. No exercise, stress like poison. At 42, I had my first serious health scare. The doctor looked at me and said, "You have money, but your body is bankrupt." That sentence hit harder than any bill. Don't spend your health chasing money, because one day you'll spend all your money chasing health. And trust me, it's a bad trade. I wasted years trying to look successful. Big car, expensive watch, fancy dinners. Do you know what those people are doing today? Nothing. They're busy with their own lives. The same people I tried to impress don't even remember what car I drove. But I remember the debt. I remember the stress. I remember pretending. If I could go back to 30-year-old Arthur, I would tell him, no one cares as much as you think they do. Stop performing. Start building. Quietly. This one hurts. There were people in my life who drained me. Friends who only called when they needed something. Relatives who criticized everything. Colleagues who smiled but secretly competed. And instead of protecting my peace, I tolerated them. I thought loyalty meant endurance. It doesn't. Loyalty should not cost your mental health. If someone makes you feel small, step away early. Because I didn't. And I wasted years in rooms where I was not respected. Time is expensive. Don't spend it on people who treat you cheaply. I married at 28. Your grandmother was the most patient woman I've ever known. But I was immature. I thought providing money was enough. I didn't understand something simple. Presence matters more than presence. I missed anniversaries. I missed conversations. I missed moments. And one day, she got sick. Hospital rooms have a way of silencing excuses. When you're sitting next to someone you love, and machines are breathing with them, you realize money cannot hug you back. After she passed, the house felt empty. Not because of silence, but because of memory. Don't spend love carelessly. You think they'll always be there? They won't. In my 30s and 40s, I wasted evenings. Television, mindless noise, pointless arguments, complaining. I could have learned a skill, built a business, read books, strengthened my mind. Instead, I escaped. Comfort is addictive. Growth is uncomfortable. If you choose comfort every night, don't be surprised by regret every morning. Here's something most people won't admit. Lifestyle inflation is silent destruction. When I earned more, I spent more. Bigger house, better furniture, more things, but happiness stayed the same. Expenses grew, stress grew, peace shrank. Live below your means. Freedom is more valuable than status. Because the man who owns little but owes nothing sleeps better than the man who owns everything but is drowning in debt. Comparison is poison. I compared my career, my salary, my house, my children, and every time I compared, I felt behind. But here's the truth. I learned too late. Everyone struggles privately. The man you envies someone else. The woman who looks perfect fights battles you don't see. Comparison steals gratitude, and gratitude is peace. If I focused more on appreciation, I would have suffered less. This one breaks me. My father used to call every Sunday. Sometimes I was busy. Sometimes I was tired. Sometimes I said, I'll call him tomorrow. One day, there was no tomorrow. If your parents are alive, call them. Not because they need it, because one day, you will. And silence on the other end of the line is the loudest regret. I had ideas. Business ideas, travel plans, dreams. But fear stopped me. What if I fail? What will people say? What if I lose money? So, I stayed safe. Safe jobs, safe choices, safe regrets. At 75, failure doesn't scare me. But the things I never tried will still haunt me. Fear steals more dreams than failure ever will. If you remember nothing else from this old man, remember this. Spend money wisely. Spend time carefully. Spend love generously. Spend health intentionally. Spend youth building, not showing. Because one day, you'll sit where I'm sitting, looking back. And you'll ask yourself one question. Did I spend my life? Did I waste it? My name is Arthur Hale. I'm 75 years old. And if I could trade everything I own, it'd buy back time. Learn from my scars so you don't earn your own.